They didn't even pick the Rakan with it. It's understandable that they picked Nautilus into Zeri, but it's like, this just feels like a straight-up Guma pick.
Guma is one of the only players that I trust on Xayah, to be honest with you, Valdez. But even still, I'm feeling a little bit worried about this pick, as we do see the Alistar to follow up here, one of the only supports left that's...
Well, let's see how they use them as we are ready to hop onto the Rift for game number 2.
Just a ward going to get dropped here, no fight. With some additional information, we do have both junglers starting top side in the jungle. This mid matchup is definitely one we've seen a lot, as especially with Tristana being nerfed, Azir rose back up in priority a lot. Definitely one that can go both ways, but Corki does still feel very strong. But more than Corki, it's Chovy. And it's a very good level 1 here for him. Post 6, who's going to have a lot more power in this game. Faker shielding this.
At the end of the day, the Corki does win out. That was really cute, actually, that Canyon hit the plants to actually go into mid to clear out the ward, just to give that extra 1 CS to Chovy. You know, he needs all the CS he can get, and he's actually looking for a champion kill as well, as Faker nearly dies to a Frost First Bomb missile combo. Meanwhile, we got a little fight down here on the bottom side. Vi owner is nearby as the flash goes in. They're trying to punish Lehens, but the flash away from the feathers means that Lehens will get away. And it just ends up being a little bit of a ruckus, as Ox put it.
Yeah. Okay, Zayas here down level 6. And so this is actually a huge boon. They're going to come over here and find out. Lehen's going to play bodyguard.
I think Lehens has to be very careful here. And as I say that, I think he might just die. He is extremely low, but they don't want to push into the Nidalee. But in goes Owner, and his first blood for Faker. As now trying to turn this one around is Gen.G, but they only have 2 people. They're trying to take down Keria. Tons of damage between these two. And in fact, Keria will be run down as he doesn't have flash anymore as well.
And Owner hasn't hit level 6 just yet. He used his flash on that last play along with Faker.
The max range Q, and now the all out here on Isaiah is just going to force the slicing Maelstrom. As we still have Exhaust, he really wants to run him down here, and another Q3 will have to be flashed. As in he goes again. Jeez, man. Keen really wants to get this punished, but here's Owner. Level 5. The plates, we're going to send Canyon down bot so that Keen is safe, and it just gets your gold in the right places. Meanwhile, trying to get a little bit extra as Faker in a rough spot, but he will be able to just dash away as he is Azir.
That's more plates for Pays, you know, +1.
And so T1 have that lane going well for them, but everything else not so great as Gen.G are really punishing them, trying to get in here, but now it's actually Canyon who's going to get feathers dragged back, and now Pays is in a lot of trouble. Barrier not going to help him out as T1 called a bluff on the bottom side.
And just combo just moments before.
Trying to make a play up here on the top side. That spear looks like it missed, but it might not matter. Zeus is extremely low, does flash the wall. Remember, Keen doesn't have his flash, but he's Cassante just goes through the wall and takes him down.
How do you like this mobility creep? I don't need flash. You said it, Valdez. He doesn't need flash. He doesn't want that.
It's great on it. Well, maybe
in the
not,
end of the
maybe not great. Yeah. Did get a vote in the POG. Lehens does have Unbreakable Will, but he doesn't want to use it. He's gonna really try to save it until the very end, and he's just gonna die instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, while we're trying to get an engage going on, Owner here is in a bit of trouble, and this Alistar is getting some huge dividends. Lehens actually saving that Unbreakable Will. Doesn't actually do anything. Meanwhile, Keen is in the base. He is in T1's base, and he does not care. And he's gonna fight under the turret. Look at this. What is happening here?
Doesn't have his exhaust back, so can't actually turn this into a kill, but this one goes a lot better than what happened with Pays.
Okay, well that was, yeah, that wasn't it, and he might die, as now he doesn't have a dash. Here's Owner trying to save him, and you know what? Maybe we'll be able to, as now it's just Owner gonna give his life for him. Nearly takes out Canyon, 1 hit. Might have done it, but yeah, that was a cover your eyes moment, as now T1 trying to close the gap here on a Canyon, as they did go pretty deep for that kill, but it's just a trade of kills, and meanwhile you're losing your top turret and your mid turret.
And you got teleport out of Zayas, and you had to make this teleport happen to go bottom side to trade a kill. Misses the engage there, Keria, and Gen.G looking to turn.
Yeah, they want to fight. And here we go, level 16 Cassante. That's a huge amount of damage from the Xayah and Kennen, as Exhaust going to be used. Keria trying to punish, not going to catch him. And so Keen kind of finding out the amount of damage that T1 does have when they engage, but now Lehens gets in there, and Owner in a bit of a rough spot as in goes Faker. He is going to get the drop on a Pays as they throw everything into the Zeri. That is a huge catch, but now Faker will go down, and Lehens is kiting this one out, and he will be able to headbutt to potentially survive as well. Look at the health bars here on Zeus and Carrier. They are so low and they're getting poked out, and there's not much they can do except run from here.
Yeah, Zeus, no flash here, really tough to make anything happen. Gumayusi's really the main character here. If T1 were ever to get something done here, might even try to look for a backstop. He's gonna flash cone in.
Okay, he's going in. Didn't think that Cassante was nearby, and well, he found out that he was, and now he's dead. Flash is gone, and Keen still doesn't need flash. Yeah, they have like one blue trinket in their own jungle, which was just pinged, by the way.
Yep.
And they're just going to start Baron, and they can 2-mana with Corki and Nidalee, and then eventually have the rest of the team come over, and there's just zero vision. I mean, T1, they're just going to have to send it, but they're too late. They're backing.
You can't even engage on Lehens. He's got ult, he's got flash. Like, Owner is just going to take the Constellation Gromp in this case, and T1 just could not come in. They couldn't do anything. Bounty's now up. No bottom turret to push on the opposite side of the map. T1 almost checkmated in this game, it feels like.
Uh-oh, the Saya gets engaged on. There's the Featherstorm. That's early as now Lehens. Baker looking for it, just going on a crazy re-sway. I don't even know what that was. Meanwhile, Owner goes down, and Lehens is going to find another one. Finds the Kennen here. Nice Zhonya's, actually. A lot of damage into Pace, who will go down. And that might actually stop the push for now.
That kind of saves the inhibitor, may have saved the game, because if they end up losing more people there.
They're sticking around, though.
Yeah, Guma, no ult.
Oh my god! What was that?
Bye-bye!
What was that damage?
I mean, that's some big quirky damage right there.
Was there a spear in that as well? There had to have been.
I think there was, yeah. And the RFC, i.e. everything hurts.
Well, the game might just be over now.
It is now, I think.
They fake back, and Faker's down. Zhonya's can only save you so many times, and that spear is going to land, and that might just be GG, as with the Baron. The Rival Baron power play push coming on in. They're looking to end this game, and Gen.G, they almost lost the game today, but they did not. And in the end of the day, it is a relatively clean 2-0 win over T1, as they're playing with their food, who is Owner right now. And it will be another Nexus to fall. Gen.G, once again, will not drop a game.
And I don't think this was about the Xayah pick necessarily, but it did end up being a symptom of the problem, as Paze was put down this game. You could see that very evidenced here. He was also killed early in a few fights, but...
It's what happens when you over-index, though.